Welcome back to The Next Bloom. This is the first episode of season 2, and I'm your host, Delia Farquharson, and I'm so grateful that you're here with me as we step into this new season together. In season 1, we began peeling back the layers of retirement, the emotional shifts, the hidden questions, the possibility of reinvention. This season, we're going even deeper. And today, we begin with something that doesn't always get enough attention. What does retirement mean for men? Not just financially, not just practically, but emotionally. Because if retirement is about stepping into a new chapter, it is also about asking a deeper question. What does it mean to be a man when the roles you've lived in for decades begin to shift? For generations, manhood has been tied to work, to providing, to being the one who shows up, who produces, who achieves and delivers. Many men spend their lives carrying this weight, and some even wear it as an armor. But what happens when that armor is no longer needed? When the workplace no longer defines you? For some men, it feels like being stripped bare. They ask themselves, who am I without this work, this title? Who am I when I'm not needed in the same way to provide and protect? Do I still matter? This is the emotional truth of retirement for many men. It's not just about the loss of work. It's also about the loss of a blueprint, about what manhood has meant up to this point. But here's where the possibility lies. Retirement can be a doorway to redefining manhood. You step away from the roles of constantly doing and towards the role of constantly being. Strength does not have to be measured by productivity. It can also be measured by presence. Success doesn't have to mean status. It can also mean authenticity. And love doesn't have to hide behind protection or provision. It can be expressed openly, vulnerably, and tenderly. Retirement gives men a chance to rewrite the story of masculinity in their own lives. It can be embracing. And you can embrace things like your emotional fluency. What does that mean? It's learning to name and share your feelings rather than keeping them locked away. And that is the practice for many men. It's about relational depth, building greater intimacy with your partners, with your friends, with your families in a way that your work schedule likely did not make possible. It's about creative freedom, giving time for passions, for artistry, or even play that was pushed aside by the hustle and bustle of work. It's about legacy that isn't just financial, but is also emotional, spiritual, and about relationships. True manhood in this stage isn't about proving anything to the world. It's about living truthfully with yourself and generously with others. So, if you're a man in or near retirement, I want to remind you, and listen carefully, that you are more than your resume. You are more than your ability to provide. This new chapter invites you to step into a broader, fuller version of manhood, one that includes gentleness, creativity, curiosity, and connection. It asks not, what have you built? But rather, who are you becoming? So here's a reflection exercise for you to sit with this week. I want you to think about one quality of manhood that you've carried all your life. Maybe it's strength, maybe it's resilience or independence. Then ask yourself, what would it look like to expand that quality in retirement to let it grow into something new? For example, independence might become interdependence. That is, allowing others to support you while you also support them. Strength might become emotional strength, sharing your vulnerabilities instead of hiding them. Think on that. I want to thank you for joining me on this, the opening episode of season 2 of The Next Bloom. So, to all the men listening, this chapter is not about diminishing, but about deepening. It's about redefining manhood in ways that allow you to feel more whole, more free, and more alive. Your bloom is not behind you, it's right here, waiting for you to claim it. So, if this episode was helpful or something resonated with you, I ask you to like and follow. I'm on most platforms. I'm on YouTube, on Spotify, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So please like and follow and share. Until next time, I ask you to take care of yourself and those you love. Keep blooming.